All right, this is our reading comprehension lessons for week 8, and lessons 1 and 2 are contained in the one video. So for today's lesson, we're going to watch an episode of My Place, Series 1, Episode 3, Lily, 1988. So you can click the link here to watch the video, but if you have access to ABC iView either on your iPad or like through the app or on your TV through FreePlay, you might want to search for the episode there as well if that's what you want to do, or you can just click the link and watch the episode on your device, which is what I did. All right, so I'm just going to go over the comprehension questions for lesson 1 after you've watched the episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it personally myself. I thought it was good to see we had, I'm just trying to remember how to say her name, sorry, but Phung coming from Vietnam to live with her cousin Lily, and Lily was so excited and looking at the photo, and it was really interesting to watch how their dynamics and their friendship changed throughout the episode. So the first question is, at the start of the episode, Lily is really excited for Phung to come to live with her. How does this change in the middle of the episode? How does this change at the end of the episode? So you would be writing a couple of sentences like, in the middle of the episode, Phung and Lily are getting along or not getting along because, and at the end of the episode, this is different because they are now blah, 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 blah. So just a couple of short sentences. And what we're doing there is we are really looking at, it's sort of almost like a bit of a summary of what happened in the episode and looking at the beginning, middle, and end structure of a story. So the second question is, this episode is set in 1988. Have a look at the clothes Lily and Phung wear on Mufti Day. How is their fashion different to what we wear today? You may like to look up 1980s kids fashion on Google to help you. So definitely the answer is not the fashion's the same. They do have a different style of fashion that they're wearing. You'll notice that they sort of are layering their clothes. So they'll wear like a skirt and leggings and then socks. And Phung definitely had a bit of a different hairstyle when she came to Mufti Day as well. And that is very typical of the 1980s fashion. So that's just another little question. A couple of sentences, doesn't have to be long for you to answer. And question 3 says, Lily and Phung are from Vietnam. What are some things that we can notice in the episode that tell us they are Vietnamese? Try to list as many as you can think of. So this is when we're using our inferencing skills. So it does mention Vietnam a little bit in the episode, but it doesn't explicitly say, oh, Phung has come from Vietnam, Lily is from Vietnam. It doesn't tell us that. So what we're practicing here is using our inferencing skills to watch the episode and think about what are the clues that tell us they are from Vietnam. So for example, you might notice at the start of the episode when Phung's family come to visit Lily, the family then looks like they're doing some form of prayer around a shrine, and that might be something that's cultural to them that maybe you don't do in your house, or maybe you do. That's one of the indicators. Also, the different types of food that they had in their restaurant, and plenty of others. You guys are way smarter than me, so I'm sure you're going to be able to make a nice long list of those things. All right, for today's lesson, you'll need to rewatch the episode, but before you rewatch the episode, just have a look at the questions, listen to me explain them on the next slide before you rewatch it, because there's a couple of things you might want to jot down or pause the video at a certain point to record your answer for the question. All right, our first question is, Lily and Phung make rice paper rolls in the restaurant. What ingredients do they use? Make a list. What order do they use the ingredients to make the rice paper rolls? Write the steps you can see in order like a procedure. So we're sort of creating like a little bit of a recipe, what we can see them do in the video. So you'll need to pause it and write down the ingredients you can see. And then you might need to rewind it and rewatch it a couple of times just to see what order they do the rice paper roll making in. They do look pretty yummy, but Phung's definitely look a little bit better than Lily's in that second scene there. All right, the second question is, family is very important to Lily and Phung. They are cousins. Why is your family important to you? How does Lily help Phung? And what are some things your family help you with? So there's a little bit of a typo there, sorry, but it says, what are some things your family help you with? It should have those words in there, so my apologies. But why is your family important to you? So my family is important to me because they're always very supportive and they always make me laugh and put a smile on my face. So that would be my answer. How does Lily help Phung? Lily helps Fung. I want you to think about, how does Lily help Fung when she comes to the school, when she comes to Australia, when she's new? What does she do to help her? And the last question is, what are some things your family does to help you? Some things my family does to help me is they might help me out with washing or cooking or things like that, because I do live in a unit, so sometimes it's hard to wash bed sheets and things like that. So they do help me out with some things like that. So I want you to think about how your family helps you. Try to write the answers to these in full sentences. So you need to say, why is your family important to you? That's the question. Your answer would be, my family is important to me because. All right, good luck, and I really hope you enjoyed the episode.